So, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so guys, I'm in another trade already. Makes sense, center trade. Our size trending very low on the 5 minute time frame. 5 waves are almost complete here already. If it's not the fifth wave, it'll maybe go down to another lower area over there where I'm ready to ladder some more. And I'm just going for a very quick scalp position right here. I'm just trying to show you guys how I scalp throughout my days over here, okay? So I'm going to be in about a 400 position right now. 400, it's about $16,000. Go for about 1 to 2% there, maybe $320 at the highest. Yep, trade number 3. Wish me luck. So the only thing that worries me right now, guys, is that Bitcoin is making like a bearish kind of flag. But even if Bitcoin does spike up like 50 bucks, I'm going to close my position here. So yeah, very little volume right now, but we are about to uptrend on the 5 minute histogram, and the 10 minute it's actually like starting to round off a little bit as well, right? So you take a look at the histogram here, see how it's slowly starting to curve upwards like that, right? You got to develop that eye. MACD is about to look like it's gonna uptrend like that. So what we want to do is try to catch it as it's rolling over to the other side, right? That's why I've been laddering my buys. See the 3 minute? Looks like it's about to go upwards right now, right? We're getting a series of higher lows here as well. We just got to take a look at the general shape of it, right? It looks like it's about to curve upwards like that in a concave type of shape. So I'm in a pretty good average price right now. I'm only down like 0.43%. It's actually 0.2%. This factors in a 0.2% fee for some reason. So I'm in a really good position still. And there we go, guys. There's the spike. Okay, there's the spike right there. There's the volume. There's the guy that's supporting right here. Let's join him, shall we? What can I possibly play? This is usually private, but you guys are my baby whales. Let's put in a limit order here for, you know what? Let's go behind him. How about that? Okay. Let's go behind him at 39.72. Okay, just in case. I'm not sure if I want to play that big of a position size, but all right, the whales are stepping in. Not that I'm a whale, but you know what, 9K sure helps, right? When you see that right there, 39.8, you see that. I have every intention to buy. I'm not spoofing. I want to be very clear about that, which should also mean that Bitcoin is probably going to spike up just a tiny bit over here, okay? And all I'm looking for is a tiny little spike up. We have to keep in mind a tiny little spike up will allow me to get a very small scalp, and that's what scalping is about. It's about making sure that we take advantage of volatility and we take small possible gains when we can. And right now, my gain for this position will be roughly 1% of a $16,000 position, which will yield me a profit of $160 during my game of Dota. So when you think about it, essentially I'm getting paid to play this game of Dota. So the market is reacting right now, right? So I'm going to take on my order here. I don't think I want to buy that much right now. I'm cool with all of this right here. I'm going to remove all my buy orders here as well. I just got to manage your positions, right? You got some buy orders. If the market is moving, you might not want to buy anymore right now for the time being. So here are some of the bigger players coming in, buying 1,000 at a time right here. Looking pretty good right now for the bulls. Bitcoin's looking pretty good as well. People are buying quantities that are bigger than, very small satoshis. Wicked. It's now spiking up over here to the 933 ranges right here, okay? So it's looking pretty decent right now for the bulls on a very short time frame. But once again, this is a bearish flag to me. I do see a crossover happening, but it's going to be a very short-lived crossover, I believe. Okay, see the bearish flag in a very low time frame here. So we're at 933 right here, back down to 87.1. Bulls are not quite stepping up right now. Let's see how much strength we're gaining on the 3-minute chart over here, okay? More people buying right here. Very small quantities. Notice in the past 4 minutes on NEO right now, there has only been 25 orders, which averages about 6 per minute only, which is once per 10 seconds. So it's very slow volume right now. We have to be extremely patient and relaxed. Okay, see this right here, guys? Like, we're getting a series of higher highs, right? Or sorry, higher lows on the R side right here. Higher lows, higher highs, even though we're getting like very similar price action. So it makes sense for me to just hold tight right here, right? We dropped 0.5%, but I'm not worried about these little swings. This will be a pretty good scalp here. Hey, it's 160 bucks. It's not much. It's only a 16K position, but I'm comfortable with my position size, put it that way. Looking good so far. Looking good all around. All right, guys. See, it's spiking already right there. See this? Not bad, right? We're hitting the $40 ranges again. All right, guys. Now we need to figure out, okay? So do you guys get why we went into this trade? Okay, let me explain to you guys again. why we went into this trade. We went into this trade because this is clearly a wave that's forming here, right? 1, 2, possibly 3, 4, and 5. Now we look at it on a micro time frame and we say to ourselves, yeah, it's most likely 5 waves somewhere in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if not, okay, what we do? I'm out of breath right now. I was playing with Luna as well, and I'm super full from food. So then what we say to ourselves is, okay, well, let's just acknowledge this one in particular as a wave only. Okay, right there, just that, nothing else. Okay, and if we acknowledge only that as a wave, then we say to ourselves, well, it could possibly get up to that target right there at 40-ish. Okay, 40-ish. That's exactly where I am as well for a 1% scalp, right? So it's decent. So I'm just trying to show you guys the mentality of a scalper and what we do. This is not for swing positions. This is not for, investors or anything. This is what I do day to day and how I am consistently able to make profit. What I'm trying to do is share with you guys, like, what goes on in my day to day, right? So it's up to you guys whether you watch the time or not, or whether you spend the time watching or not. There's no magical formula to learn how to trade. It takes a lot of grueling effort and hard work. So you have to make sure that you guys put in the time and dedicate every single day to trade, right? Make sure that you're only trading very small amounts, because if you're trading very large amounts, you're not going to get the experience, right? You want to get the experience mainly. You don't care about how much you're playing, guys. You don't care about if you're winning or losing at first. You just trade to get the experience, so you can try to just see how things go. So try paper trading first, especially, right? If you're losing a lot, guys, stop trading in general. Just stop trading in general if you're on a losing spree, and start paper trading for a little while. Test out those theories. We're spiking up already to 40, 0.8 ranges already. Okay, so I'll be up about 30 cents up on each coin, which will be $120 up already. All right, so check this out, guys. Check out how Bitcoin is like trying to break above 6502, but it's honestly just getting rejected, guys. Yeah, I put my foot up on my own table, my feet up on my table, guys, because I can do whatever I want since I'm honestly my own boss and I don't give a crap about HR stuff. HR can come talk to me if they want to fire me about putting my foot up on my I keep getting feet and foot mixed up and teeth and tooth mixed up. Yeah. So we're still at the same point right now. There's like nothing really going on. I might have screwed up this trade, honestly. I think I screwed up this trade right here. I don't think it's gonna support right here. Volume's just like diminishing. There's probably gonna be one more like tank down before it starts uptrend. Because Bitcoin's not doing crap right now. Let's see the 10-minute chart. Any progress? Maybe. Not likely though. Looks like it's gonna curve this way and then come back down. I prematurely entered this position here. Maybe because I've got like hot hand fallacy or something right now. You guys know what that is? Like any hot hand fallacy where you're like on a roll, so you think you're kind of like, it's impossible for you to not to fail, right? Because you're on a hot streak, right? So you just keep taking these risky shots because you think you're on a hot streak, because you don't think you're gonna fail. So same thing goes for trading. Like you got to be very careful. Just because you're on a streak doesn't mean that you're like on a roll, right? Got to factor out the emotion. So I'm literally at break even price right now. Like this is incredibly boring trade. I don't know if Bitcoin's gonna break above that, man. Like look at it. It's just trending right now. It's such a bearish flag, right? Like whoo, I think it's gonna make one more wave down, honestly. Yeah. Like can it even make one more wave down? One, two, like three, four. Yeah, I will. Here's it attempting 65 again. 65. Whenever that tries at 65, this one spikes to 40.03. So they're trying really hard right now to push it up. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's looking decent, man. Not too much action though right now. I honestly don't even want to be in this trade. I'd sleep any day over this right now. Nothing is better than like sleeping in the afternoon. Look at this right here. It's so bearish. But it needs to make one more small attempt up before it breaks down, right? Like it's got to get to some reasonable one for a throw over, I'd say. Actually, we are reasonably high already. We're already at like the 0.5 fib extension levels right now. Yeah, that's actually a really good number already. I love how this never saves my settings over here. All right, so yeah, some of my positions filled already, actually. I filled how many? Like, whatever I had there, 30, half of them actually. I sold a lot of them at like 42.86, which is a pretty good price, actually. Yeah, 286. I was at 83, so that's about 45 cents each one on four. So it's about $190 profit if I close it here about $190 profit, which I will be happy with because this is a quick scalp position, and this is also to show you guys as well, like, how I scalp throughout the day. You have to make sure that you expose yourself. Oh, here's going to be the spike right here, guys. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this, this is going to spike. Watch this, guys. Bitcoin just spiked up. I'm in a long position for EOS right now. I'm just right there. I'll bet you guys any money that this is going to spike in just a few seconds because this is called a delayed response, right? So what happens is whenever people buy a wall of green on Bitcoin, right? Other coins will see it later and then they spike up later, like a few seconds after or a few minutes later. Okay, just hang on. You guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. Don't mind the sound in the background. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Come on, spike up. Oh, I didn't. There's usually such a good chance of that happening. I only have that many here, but it didn't have the effect that I wanted to. But anyways, I just want to show you guys sometimes how things like that can actually work out. So we're trending incredibly high right now in the RSI, and there's such a good chance for us to actually just downtrend. So I am going to take my profit here. Yes, I closed about 42 of my position before that guy undercut me. That's perfect. 172. It's getting very aggressive right now. I don't know how high this bounce is going to get up to. This one is already at the 0.5 fib level already. So I'm now this is going to be slippage, right? The price is slowly dropping down and I'm trying to catch it to try to close my position. So it's not going to be the best profit anymore, unfortunately. So because it's not going to be the best profit, it's all right. Sometimes not every single trade is going to be the perfect trade, right? Sometimes some of them will be not as good as other ones. So here's Bitcoin dropping right here already. We just couldn't break it through it. So I've only got 182 left right now, which is half of my position size. So I've already lost a possible like 20% of my profit there just by dropping, 10 like 20 cents or so there. Yeah, dropping 20 cents. I should have closed my position when I had a chance to, right? But that's what scalping is, guys. Ooh, you guys see that right there? That was hard, that drop. Bitcoin just dropped really hard right here. So now this is called get out. This is called the get out, okay? You guys are going to see me just rush out of here now. Whoops. Right? Yeah. So not the best trade for here, but I wanted to rush out, right? Because I'm seeing walls right now of just attempting to push down. Now, that could have been a much better scalp. This was only a $16,000 position for a $120 scalp. So whatever that works out to, like 0.75% scalp. Could have been a lot better, but I was trying to play this bounce right here, this particular one right there only. But yeah, like I got nervous here, right? Because I'm taking a really risky chance right now by playing it on a downtrend right now. So I don't think we're quite there yet, like getting ready for an uptrend. But yeah, this was a really risky play that I just took, and I'm surprised I made 120 bucks.